Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Mr. 414 here. I'm back at it again with another vid, man. And I know that it's been a good minute since I did a video or posted a video. I've been taking a break away from it for a while. Went into a deep hibernated state, like the bear in the picture there. Went into hibernation for a while, but recently I've been awoken from that sleep or that deep hibernation, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it definitely has the community up in the uproar, and it's definitely got my attention as well. The guys at EA Sports and Ian Cummings, especially, you all know Ian. Well, Ian and a guy whose name that we're not going to mention at this time, because quite frankly, I don't think his name is even worth mentioning, got together with Ian and thought it would be a good idea if they got together and did a little podcast. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could go wrong, right? So I tuned into this podcast as soon as I heard about it, and I listened to it in its entirety. And I got to say that I didn't like it. I didn't like what was said. I didn't like it at all. In fact, it pissed me off. The guy who did this podcast, whose name that we're not going to mention at this time, during the interview asked Ian a question. He wanted to know how Ian felt about our community, what he thought about us. And Ian opened up his mouth and he replies, both of them did, that we're just a bunch of nitpickers. Those guys over there don't know what they're talking about. They're just a bunch of nitpickers. Well, let me tell you, Ian, I got news for you. We are not nitpickers. They even made reference to Apex in the video. Shout out to Apex, man. We are not nitpickers, Ian. Let me tell you what we are. We are frustrated consumers. Consumers with very valid complaints and concerns. Let me be clear on that. We are frustrated consumers with very valid complaints and concerns about a product that for the last 6 or 7 years has shown us nothing but mediocrity year after year after year. Ever since EA signed that little licensing deal with the NFL, that's all we've gotten from you guys is mediocrity. So after I finished listening to this little podcast they did, I sat back and I thought about it for a minute. And I came to this conclusion. That guy, whose name that we're not going to mention, that did that little podcast, I only have one thing to say to you. What a waste of time. Just a complete waste of time. A wasted opportunity to talk with the head dev of the Madden franchise and at least provide some meaningful feedback for a game that's been broken for several years. But instead, you and Ian decide that you are going to go ahead and take a couple of shots at the community. Now, I have issue with that because I am a part of that little community that you took shots at. Not even little, a big community. So this is for you, Ian, and that guy whose name we're not going to mention. I've been preparing myself for the past couple of weeks, and I'm ready for war. The gloves are coming off. Literally, the gloves are coming off. That community that you and Ian took a little shot at and had a little laugh about, that community, a big one, made EA Sports what it is today. We gave you guys that power. We gave you that money. And if EA Sports want to continue this little selfish attitude towards its consumers, then I can very easily see that 18% quickly becoming 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%. Money doesn't grow on trees, Ian. It doesn't grow on trees. And we, as a community, and I think I speak for everyone here when I say that we don't want to spend our hard-earned money that we work for, our hard-earned money, on a product that for the past 6 or 7 years has not been up to snuff. And oh no, don't get it twisted. Oh no, we're not doing this for fame. If I wanted to do this for fame, I'd line up with the rest of them and do what the dog is doing in the picture right now. We're not doing this for fame. Neither one of us are even getting paid to do this. We're not getting paid to do it. You know why we do this? Because we have a passion and a love for the game. And just want a football game that plays correctly. The guys at EA Sports seem to think there's nothing wrong with their game. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you what's wrong with your game and show you what needs to be fixed. I'm actually considering going and buying it from one of those little mom and pop stores that you see on the corner. Or maybe even go and get it on bootleg. Pick it up on bootleg. Or perhaps even go to the local swap meet and pick it up for like a couple of quarters. Because like I've said before, EA ain't seeing a dime of my money, at least for the Madden franchise. I haven't bought Madden since '06. They're not seeing a dime of my money. It's not happening. It's not happening. So I'm calling a roll call, man. Anybody and everybody. This is a roll call. I'm calling on everyone. The time is definitely now. The time is now. Anybody with a tape recorder or a video recorder, join me. Join me and support the Sim Standard and the Sim Standard community. Let the people at EA know, and let your voices be heard. Let your voices be heard, and let the people at EA know that we are not going to take this line down, and we are not nitpickers. But I don't want to stretch this video on for too much longer. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in on it. Keep checking back. I'm definitely going to have more vids up. This is Mr. 414, and I'm out. Peace.